Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Asta Was the Reincarnation of Garou, Part 5? Wait a minute, wait. Yeah, Part 5. Now, I should say one thing, the reason why I kind of forgot Part 5, or not forgot the number, is because, well, I did a What If that I kind of forgot the number because of the other fucking rewatch. The fact that I put two what ifs that were the same, well, not same number, because they were both just called Part 5, and I realized one was actually Part 6 and the other one was actual Part 5, and the Part 6 that I uploaded like 2, 3, 4, probably like 5 days ago was actually Part 7, and so I suck at numbers. Okay. Not the fucking point. Let me just begin this as what if, because later on I probably won't be able to do any what ifs later on, because I'm gonna have to go to the store. You wanna do that later, but not really. What's it called? I have to like go get his sibling from fucking school because there's no bus for it. God's sakes, I fucking hate my sibling for being such a fucking idiot half the damn time. Well, not half the time, all the time. I hate it. They're fucking annoying, but yeah. Let me just go on with the what if and stop rambling, but yeah. So, of course, we go into Asta. Asta is right now pissed at the fact that Yami threw him back into the Black Bull hideout, but yeah. Of course, let me mention one thing. Of course, Asta did fight against Vector and other things. Oh yeah, yeah. This is 1 month. I haven't uploaded in 1 month, so I have to do a recap. Yes, yesterday was the 1 month date, so fuck me, god damn it. But yeah, let me do a recap first. So, we go into first a recap. Of course, Asta is actually the reincarnation of Garou, of course, that happened. Of course, Asta doesn't have the same dream as, like, in original canon, like, to become the Wizard King. He just wants to become the strongest. That if he has to achieve it through monster form. Of course, Asta doesn't remember fully about Garou's life, but yeah. Of course, Asta, he did fight against Lich. Mostly saved the children from, those two people. He did defeat the shit out of the older brother. He did fight against Lich, Raya, Fauna, and even Vector. Of course, kicking the shit out of them. And of course, until the Cactus came. Also was right now in stage 2 monstrous form. Well, half transformation. But of course, he went back to human form. Of course, they went to the water temple and of course did fight against Vector. Of course, Austin this time kicked the shit of him with using a mode, but also using anti-magic to kind of like, think of it like a snake when the snake kind of bites you and sent venom inside you. Austin did that, but instead of using venom, he uses anti-magic to kind of numb and destroy someone's magic from the inside. This is where Austin decides to just kick his ass fully and kill him, but yeah. It's a where we go. Then after that, they went to kind of help them fight against like the first defense corps or whatever the fuck. From that one kingdom, the Diamond Kingdom. Of course, Austin murdered them all and didn't give a shit. Also was about to fight Williams until Yami threw him into a portal, thanks to Finra. And of course, this is where we go into the Black Bull hideout. But yeah. But of course, we go in there. Yeah. So, of course, this is where Asta is kind of annoyed and pissed. The fact that, Yami threw him in this fucking place. Yeah, Asta was pissed, but Asta just wanted to start training on his body back again. And so, Asta's not hurt. Whatever the hex magic and all that, like original canon, didn't work on Asta because Asta was putting anti-magic flowing through his, hand. When he was kind of like beating the shit out of, Vector. So even if the hex managed to get on Asta, it got destroyed thanks to the anti-magic flow. Asta on this one knows the flow of energy most of the damn time. Because of the fact that Garou was a mastery of the flow. Of any type of energy flow. If you kind of read the manga, you know this damn well. If you haven't, well fuck. Good luck on that shit. Well, if you kind of read the latest chapter of, One Punch Man about what happened to Garou after, Saitama kind of knocked his ass out when he was naked and then went back to the past and just knocked the shit out of, well, Cosmic Garou, then you know that something is going to change in the near future about Asta. A little bit, not really. I'm just kidding. But for real, let's just go back into what if, okay? So of course, this is where, well, Asta is just training, of course, right now, doing the flow of energy, because he did felt like the flow of energy. Of course, this is where, before he even goes to kind of go train and all that, this is where, well, Vanessa was actually captured by, well, not captured. She actually decides to go to the, well, her hometown, well, not hometown, her home village, mostly the queen, well, the queen of witches villages, or well, not villages, witches, the home of witches and all that. Of course, this is where Vanessa went to kind of just train. Of course, where, well, Yami thought it was a stupid idea, so of course he told Finro, Asta, and Noelle to go and kind of get information and somehow to get into the witches, mostly the place of the witches and all that. Of course, where, well, they meet up with Donna, or also known as, I do call her Donna. It's something else. I think it was Domanaxe, or not Domanaxe. You know, I'm gonna just call it Dawn. Yeah, Donna. Also known as Code or something. Donna, Mariona, and even what's called, well, Fanzel. Of course, Fanzel says, it's you, what's it called, Asta. It's Garou, by the way. Oh yeah, Garou. How has it been? This is where Asta says, well, saying that the last time I kicked the shit out of you, maybe better than normal. And this is where, well, Fanzel says, so mean of you to do that. We go into a flashback of when Asta was fighting against that one Diamond, what's called Diamond Magic Knight. When the Black Bulls were kind of fighting against those Diamond Magic Knights. Asta saw the leader, and this is where when Fanzel lost his clothes, Asta just grabbed him and threw him at the Diamond Mage, knocking the shit out of and breaking the spatial magic place. Of course, it were Mariana and Asta were fine, while Fanzel was all knocked out. Yeah, Asta didn't give a shit that much. This is where, well, Asta say, oh, hey, Mariana. Mariana says, hi. They don't really talk much because, well, Asta doesn't know what to talk to her about. She is pretty good in using what's it called, assassin skills and all that. Asta is really good in kicking the shit out of people with just brutal force. But yeah. But Asta is also very good in actually assassination techniques. Because some of the techniques that he copied were somewhat from assassins from, well, the Hero Corps. Or even just assassins in general. Of course, Asta can react fast enough from dodging like a knife made out of crystal so it wouldn't hit him. Mostly from Mariana. Of course, Asta has a reaction speed pretty damn quick. That and also his like monster form still managed to increase his senses, his ability to, well, dodge and other things pretty damn fast. And has grew up to be stronger. But yeah. Sorry, I'm stretching. But of course, this is where, well, I'll still say, so we're going to the Heart Kingdom? Yep. I'll still say, fine, let's go. So we go into a time skip of when, like in original canon, they kind of go through, of course, this is where Asta and this one decides to jump off the broom and like jump down. That's where multiple like golems decide to try to attack him, but Asta said, watchdog mode. This is where Asta, bing, 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 bing. He just destroys all the golems in an instant. This is where Asta keeps doing that until everyone else managed to get to the not Heart Queen, the Queen of Witches. This is where the Queen of Witches has Vanessa right now just captured. And this is where she says, you insolent humans are back here. Donna, you're here. I do not need you. This is where Vanessa says, guys. This is where the Queen of Witches says, friends are such unnecessary. This is where the ground underneath her cracked. Asta jumped through it and uppercut her shit up to the fucking like what's it called? Ceiling. Asta says, yo, did I miss anything? This is where Vanessa says, Asta? Asta says, yo, Vanessa, you okay? Asta destroys the, well, like what's it called? Darkness that was around her mostly the crows, by using his anti-magic, and this one also says, whatever. So what the hell even happened? This is where, well, the Queen Witch managed to kind of get away from the ceiling and say blood magic, blood control, trying to control Asta. Asta destroys this thing to his anti-magic hands. This is where Asta transforms his hands into black. Fully black. This is where Asta, he says, Demon Dweller. This is where a Demon Dweller appears, and this is where Asta sends anti-magic slashes at, well, the Queen of Witches. This is where Queen of Witches dodges. Of course, this is where behind her gets cut into a cross. Like behind her, a cross appears thanks to Asta, what's it called, proficient in the swordsman technique. This is where everyone widened their eyes because they never actually seen this before. Asta looks at, well, the Queen of Witches, and the Queen of Witches says, what the? How? Now I should mention one thing. The sword doesn't look rusted like a actual blackish metal and all that. It fully is pure black. Yes, Asta has actually figured out how to kind of add anti-magic into the blades, fully covering them up in anti-magic, making them pure black, while crackling with red. Asta says, huh? How? I don't know. Not my point, and not really going to care. Whatever. That's where Asta looks at, well, the Queen Witches and says, interesting. Let's see, what kind of bloodline are you from? This is where Asta says, bloodline from where I'm from? Was too bad. I'm not letting you. Asta's hair decides to go into an orangey color when he kind of slit it back with his right hand. And this is where Asta's like, one of his eyes become red. Asta is actually able to control these forms and actually transform into them. This is where Asta, he blitzes the Queen of Witches and appearing right now, punching her in the face, kind of kneeing her in the stomach. This is where, well, he then kind of elbow her in the back, smashing her down and saying, you're dead. This is where Asta did multiple slashes with the anti-magic sword that's still in his left hand and send multiple slashes. The Queen of Witches did try to use her blood magic and blood dome, blood dome, but of course multiple slices managed to get through it, and of course she could have easily died. This is where she's trying to heal herself. This is where the forest is now getting attacked, and Asta says, what the hell is that now? This is where, well, it is, well, the kind of like the Eye of the Midnight and also the Diamond Kingdom attacking. Asta, he gets up. This is where, well, his hair now becomes fully red. Both of his eyes become a sharp red and all that. This is where Asta says, time to go into the second stage. This is where, well, Asta kind of rushes off in blinding speed through the trees. Everyone says, Asta, wait! This is where Asta, he then says, black mode, Asta. This is where, well, he explodes with anti-magic around him. Both of his hands become into anti-magic hands. Like, both of them become pure black. And this is where, well, he brings out two weapons. He first brings out a sword, like, fully out of black. Mostly it's the Demon Dweller still in his left hand. But another sword is a katana. He pulls out a katana. He pulls out a katana that's actually become fully black thanks to the anti-magic. But it was called, original name was called the Sound Cutter. Yeah, the Sound Cutter. And now its new name is called the Demon Sound Cutter. So yeah. Of course it worked. Well, Asta then just like bursts into having one wing in his back, and this is where he starts flying very fast. Right now, he's actually kind of stretching out the anti-magic around him to try to flow it into parts that he needs it, like his two hands, and a wing behind him so he can actually fly. And this is where Asta tracks the different magics and just blisters through them, killing them in an instant. This is where Asta is just murdering through the Eye of the Midnight and then seeing, well, Fauna. Fauna tries to use her salamander, but then it just gets black meteorite, and of course she gets kind of knocked the fuck out. She's now down to the ground. This is where Asta just flies away from her and appears with the Diamond Mages and fuck them all up. And also see, well, Mars and even, well, Lotharius or whatever. Lotharius says, it's going to be easy. He starts sending, well, like magic mana blast, and this is where Asta appears, slashing his head off. Yeah, Asta killed him in an instant. Asta then sees, well, Mars. Mars says, wait, you, again? You, what? Shit, I got to dodge. He was about to try to jump away from Asta, but this is where Asta appears, smashing him to the ground. But yeah. But of course, with Asta kind of doing that, this is where, well, he is now flying, well, back down. This is where he gets out of that mode and says, so we're done now. This is where, well, Asta also has the magic stone because, yeah, he did take it away from the Queen Witches when he was beating the shit of her. This is where, well, everyone realized that Asta is very powerful. The Queen Witches finally heal enough, and this is where she says, blood magic. Blood of this. Control. This is where she tried to control Asta, but Asta broke through it, and right now a burst of anti-magic exploded from him. Right now destroying the, well, what's it called, the magic around him. This is where he appears trying to kill the Queen of Witches. This is where Vanessa managed to bring out Fate. Of course, this is where Asta, he was about to kill the Queen of Witches until this is where, well, he didn't. But of course managed to cut off one of her arms. Fate tries to change Asta's fate. That didn't work. When Asta rechanged his fate trying to cut her. But of course taking an arm instead. But yeah. Of course this is where, well, what's it called? Fuck, what the hell? I just having a brain fart now. Sorry about that. But of course after that they get back to the, well, Clover Kingdom. Of course this is where, well, they do celebrate after, well, Vanessa's brought back. This is where, well, everyone kind of celebrates, and this is where the next thing, it is kind of like the festival of the Clover King, or Clover Kingdom. Of course, with that happening, everyone is celebrating about the, well, the day of, well, whatever, like the, how many stars does everyone have? Of course, this is where, well, everyone was shocked to their core when Black Bulls kind of got first place. This is where everyone was shocked. Even the Black Bulls were shocked. Asta wasn't much shocked since he was the one taking a lot of missions. He took so many missions that he has, well, the stars of the Black Bulls having is 200. More than, well, what the Golden Dawn has. The Golden Dawn are shocked because they are actually placed third entirely. Who actually placed second was actually, well, the Blue Rose. Someone with kind of bluish hair and bluish eyes was kind of, well, what's it called? Also, she had some kind of sword next to her. This is where, well, she had her grimoire also. That was kind of a lightish bluish. Who also has a 4-leaf grimoire. But she, well, her blue hair was pretty long. It was all the way down to like waist length. This is where, well, she was one of the Blue Roses, and she was one of the new rookies. That's where she had a very cold personality. Asta, who seems to be really laid back, was just right now sleeping on the ground, not caring that much. This is where, well, Dorsey was also sleeping, but yeah, she approved with the Black Bulls because someone was right now sleeping, like her, but yeah. This is where, well, the Golden Dawn rookie was definitely Yuno still, but yeah, Yuno is shocked. He didn't expect Asta to outrank him in how many stars. Now, of course, the Blue Roses had, well, 179 stars. Kind of close to the Black Bulls, but still not that close. This is where, well, the Golden Dawn was kind of behind. Everyone else in the different, like, squads were kind of, like, a little bit right next to the Golden Dawn. Just a little bit, not much. Not, well, not like a lot they had, but they were kind of close to the Golden Dawn and surpassing them. Of course, the last is definitely the Blue Deer, the Blue Aqua Deer that still will get last, but yeah. Of course, the Gold, well, not Golden Dawn. Julius talks about how, well, later on there will be a blah 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 from the Clover King talking about this first, and this is where Asta, he doesn't pay attention to the Clover King, he doesn't care. The girl with blue hair seems to care less about the Clover King, and, you know, pays attention a little bit, but really the only thing that's important is to become a Royal Magic Knight. This is where the girl seems to really care less of becoming a Royal Magic Knight, and Asta, since he has no magic, is pointless to him. The only reason he only did this many stars is because, well, if he wanted to become stronger, he had to take on a lot of missions, a lot of dangerous missions. So that's why Asta was able to kind of achieve something similar towards in Rajon Canon, Black Mode. also known as better for him as anti-magic mode, a form that allows him to kind of be able to fly a little bit with anti-magic, and of course be able to kind of flow it through his body. So that's why. This is where, well, Asta, who just seems to, well, what's it called? Just seems to care less. This is where the Clover King is done, and as walking away, this is where the three rookies are kind of going down. This is where Asta is ahead. Yuno is kind of behind and kind of like embarrassed to even call his rival a rival because, well, his rival just easily defeat him without even using a bit of his magic. So yeah. And the girl in the middle is kind of just not caring that much. He has a very cold personality. Asta, who is just keep walking, is where Yuno says, Asta, I want to talk to you. No, leave me alone. I'm tired. This is where, well, Yuno says, I don't care if you're tired, just talk to me. No. Now leave me alone, Yuno. I'm here to tell you a vouch. I am going to become the Clover King. Okay, then I'll become the Monster King. Done? Fair game. Shut up now. This is where Asta seems to really care less about what Yuno wants. This is where Yuno was like, Monster King? Yep. Now leave me alone. This is where, well, the girl who finally actually talks says, you two are idiots. You will never become any stronger than I. I will become the Ice Queen. This is where, well, both of them look at each other, and this is where, well, Yuno says, huh? And who the hell are you? This is where Asta doesn't say anything and says she's clearly from the fucking Blue Rose, you idiot. Her name was, she was a rookie and her name was Asta, right? This is where, well, Asta nodded and realized that Asta actually did pay attention instead of falling asleep because that's what he looked like he was doing most of the time. She was shocked to even believe that Asta didn't pay attention. This is where Asta kind of like walked past her because she did walk past them. But this is where Asta walked past her and says, well, good luck at becoming the Ice Queen or whatever you're after, but I'm here to become the Monster King, and no one is going to stop me from becoming Monster King. Besides, it's a what's it called? This is where he says it's a well goal that I can achieve pretty easily when I'm truly a monster, a person that isn't having any magic. So I mean, your goal can also be achieved, while Yuno's goal is going to take a little longer because everyone wants to become the Wizard King. You gotta go against captains, you gotta go against this, you gotta go against that. And some of the captains don't even want to be a Magic Knight. Or not Magic Knight, Wizard King. So it could be easy, it could be hard. Yuno, it's going to take you a while. This is where, well, what's called, Yuno says, why you? This is where they hear a like smash attack, and this is where someone flies past him, and it is, well, none other than Leon. Leon says, oh hey guys, he passes out. This is where Asta says, who the hell did that to him? This is where Mariana says, so you're the three rookies of the different squads. Asta says, huh? Who the hell are you? This is where she says, I am Mariana, and I have an offer for all of you that you can't resist. A training ground that allows you to, become stronger in your mana. How about it? This is where she has an evil-ass grin. This is where, well, Yuno says, no thanks. This is where Asta grabs him and throws him right in front of Mariana. This is where, well, Yuno says, hey, what the hell was that for? You need to train your magic. So I guess this will be a good improvement. So accept the damn thing, you little spoiled brat. This is where, well, Yuno says, what, you? This is where a line pot already appears on his head. And Mariana says, haha, I like that kid's spirit. This is where, well, Esther says, I'll come along also. She actually walks and actually thinks that's a good idea to actually train in her mana. This is where, well, this is where Mariana says, a brave woman like you, a very strong and brave woman like you, a cold one indeed. You would definitely become stronger with this training. This is where she smiles. This is where, well, except not. She doesn't have a lion paw on her head because she actually is coming along and not forcibly because you know what didn't want it to come, but he was forced to. But yeah, that's the things. And I will be also coming along just to see if I can actually erase mana, nature mana, from existence. This is where, well, Mariana kind of like, first of all, widened her eyes, thinking that Asta is crazy. And if that could actually happen, her magma place is going to be kind of gone because Asta seems to be a very extremely fast learning kid. So she then says, I don't think I'm gonna take you. This is where, well, Asta says, why not? Well, he then says, he grabs Leon, who Leon's waking up, saying, my rival here is, well, trying to become stronger, right? He's going to need his rival here to help him become stronger, right? Leon says, yeah, that's right. This is where Mariana says, oh, shit. This is where she feels like she has this terrible, terrible feeling in her back of her mind that's telling her not to bring Asta at all. But we go into a flashback. Well, not flashback, a time skip. We go into, well, with Totaka, we go into, well, with Yami and the others. Yami is brought along forcibly, even what's called Noel. Asta isn't on the lion paw, and, well, there's someone with two people from the Blue Rose. Well, sorry, I keep burping. But of course, like, two people from the Blue Rose and their captain is going. So that is, well, Estef. Well, not Estef. Estef is already with, what's it called, Mariana. What's it called, Char, Soy, and even someone who had blonde hair. And, well, she has a 5-leaf grimoire. Similar towards Asta, but Asta doesn't really pay attention to her. This is where she has dope blue eyes and seems to have an evil grin against everyone. This is where, well, she's right next to Estef, kind of talking with her, and this is where Soy is also talking with them and telling them to help Char, Captain Char, and all that. This is where they say that it'd be a good idea to see Captain Char in, well, action. This is where Soy then thinks about it and says, yeah. This is where Asta, who is walking along with Yami is being dragged, and Yami says, why won't you help me out, kid? Why would I? Because we're going to somewhere dangerous. Dangerous, and how is that going to be any of my problem? You idiot, do you not know where we're going? Yeah, it's a big ass volcano place full of magma and lava. I know what that is. I've been there once and I managed to erase a good part of that place chunk of mana. This is where Mariana overheard that, and everyone overheard that. This is where Mariana won her eyes because there was a good chunk of that place. At the place that she's like talking about, where it's good mana to train and all that, she did feel one place that had such weak mana that even the strong mana around it didn't dare to go around that place. It was a kind of place with a dead animal that was kind of decaying really fast. Its bones were the last of its remaining. Also says, yeah, I was hunting some kind of lava dragon that some people wanted for dinner and all that. So I decided to hunt it for them and kind of, well, kill the creature. Of course, also being able to erase the mana there. Of course, now weak mana lives in that domain, but I'm trying to really see if I can erase fully mana from existence. See if I can destroy in an instant. This is where Asta grins with an evil smile. This is where Mariana is winning now. Profusely, this is where Leon says, that's so cool! Well, actually, first it's dangerous, but cool at the same time. But let me actually try to reach the top while you're erasing the mana. And this is where Asta says, sure. Actually, the top has stronger mana. So, if I destroy the bottom, then the top will still live on. So instead, I would destroy the flow of the mana that be in the top, meaning that would. This is where Mariana says, shut up already. This is where Asta says, why? I will never shut up. I am going to erase the flow. This is where, well, she kind of hates the grin that Asta's giving, but yeah. This is where, well, Noel is kind of shocked to hear that Asta has become way stronger. Yes, it was already shown during the fight between the kingdom of, well, not kingdom, the witch, like witch place and all that, when he destroys two invading people. That was, well, the two invading kingdoms, or not kingdoms, two invaders, and also, well, a hostile place. That being the well, Queen Witch, the Witch Queen, the Diamond Mages, and also, well, the Eye of the Midnight. Now, of course, Fauna and Mars still like became friends, and yeah, even more. But you know what? Not the point. Of course, where, well, they get to the place, and of course, where Asta, he is kind of feeling the, well, heat. This is where Asta says, I gotta get stronger somehow. There must be a way for me to get even stronger. This is where he realized one thing. Magma. Magma would try to kill me. Burn me alive. Burn me alive. Keyword. Burn me alive. Meaning I will burn to alive to my death. And all the times I learned was the fact that every transformation happens when I don't want to die. Meaning I can break my limits through death. Death is the key. This is where Asta has like an idea, and this is where Asta cracked his knuckles and says, "That's it." This is where, well, Mariana was trying to talk until she heard, well, Asta scream, and this is where, well, everyone turns around, and this is where Asta starts jumping down, running straight, not to the top, straight to the magma. This is where everyone says, "What is he doing?" This is where Asta says, "That's it. That's it. I just need to break my limits from death. That's the best plan I have." Yeah. This is where Asta jumps into the magma and everyone thinks he's fucking insane. Asta jumps into the magma, and of course everything around him is starting to burn. But this is where Asta is going through forms. First is through just having a lightish orange hair, one bloodshot red eye. This is where both eyes became bloodshot red now, and of course his hair became a darker crimson color, and kind of lightish at the same time. This is where the clothes around him is kind of like tightening up around his body. This is where everyone is seeing this, and this is where Asta says, "I can't die. I need to become the Monster King." This is where, well, he finally has unlocked a new memory. "I won't give up. I will kill all well, not human. He says, I'll kill all heroes. One way or another, I will become a monster." This is where, well, he unlocks his final form from his monster transformation, his demon mode. This is where, well, around him, both of his eyes becomes red, but around him is crackling red light around him. This is where it's fully black and like armor around him encased him. This is where Asta roars right now with his power just around him. This is where, well, Asta has now activated the final demon form. A form that he finally achieved without eating monster cells, without God's help yet, well, anything. This is where, well, in this time, he actually feels normal. He doesn't feel like he's losing control thanks to the monster power. No, he actually feels like he's fully in control. He doesn't feel berserk or anything. It's like he has already felt this form, and his body is just reacting on an instant and able to feel it without losing control. This is where, well, everyone sees this, and Asta gets out of the magma. This is where Asta, he feels the power and how powerful he is. This is where he kind of like runs a little bit, and he blitzes a rock while destroying at the same time. He became way more powerful. This is where he says, "Now, it's time for this." This is where he pulls out the grimoire, and of course, this is where, well, he says, "Hey, you fucking devil, wake up." He knows about the devil being in that grimoire. Libby says, "What do you want? Are you here to bother me again?" "No, I'm here to see, are we able to destroy chakra itself, nature chakra? If we are, it's going to be fun." "I don't know if your body can contain so much of my anti-magic, okay?" That's where Libby is just talking. Mostly the small Libby, because yes, small Libby already knows about Asta. And this is where, well, everyone is seeing this. And this is where, well, Libby says, sure, we can try it out. Let's see. Black mode. Let's see if we can contain more power. This is where Asta's form now has the black mode around him. A wing appears. And this is where, well, most of, what's it called? Anti-magic is now flowing through him. And of course, this is where, well, Asta says, anti-magic, discharge. This is where, well, he flung both of his hands out. And this is where a discharge of anti-magic appears, destroying everything in this whole area. In this whole very high mana area. Yeah, everything around there just got destroyed. The magma stopped flowing down, very hot and all that. The mana around here just fully got destroyed. It got erased. So also, he's out of that transformation, but of course, he is happy. Something to improve that he needs to improve. This is where, well, Mariana realized that, well, no more harvesting, no more danger, no more becoming stronger, because all the mana has just been destroyed in an instant. This is where Asta says, whew, that was interesting. Of course, he has no clothes no more because the armor around him did break. He got out of that transformation. And of course, where, well, he has zero shirt. This is where he does have his pants still, that still is with him. But he has zero shirt. This is where, well, he looks at everyone and everyone kind of looks at him. Wait, what the fuck did you just do? Because we don't feel any more mana. The density of the mana has just been fully erased. This is where Asta says, what are y'all looking at me? It's like you're looking at me, A, I'm crazy, and B, what the fuck did I do? I'll answer the B, what the fuck did I do? I erased the mana. No more of your training. Good luck in trying to become stronger, because I'm becoming way, way stronger. I'm able to already erase nature mana. Meaning that if I get to erase nature mana, does that mean I can also erase people's mana away? Meaning that I can destroy royalty magic mana away? Meaning that they won't be able to use mana ever again? Meaning that they will be manaless like me? Everyone widened their eyes and realized that Asta is a dangerous fucker out here. This is where, well, this is where Yami says, huh, if that's the case, let's do it, kid. This is where Asta says, yeah. This is where everyone says, what the hell is wrong with both of you? This is where Asta says, but we need a test dummy. He then turned his head straight towards Yuno. And Yuno says, no, I'm not happening. Did I ever ask you? No. Then why the hell did you think I was going to ask you? Because you looked at me. Specifically me. I could be asking the wall behind you. No, you weren't. Belle says, yeah, he wasn't because blah, 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 blah. She's like being annoying. That's where DB says, she's so annoying. What the hell? Shut up. And somewhere, well, Asta says, yeah, she could be goddamn naggy as hell. I don't even know how Yuno is able to kind of keep up with her goddamn nagging. I have a headache now. That's where, well, Belle says, huh? Who the hell are you? You're not a spirit, are you? This is where, well, Levy says, how about I'm a spirit? Shutting the fuck up. God, you're so goddamn naggy. This is where she says, what? What the hell did you say about me? This is where Levy says, like I just said, shut up. This is where Noelle sees Levy for the first time. And of course, it's a small Levy, yes. This is where, well, she runs up to Asta, grabs Levy, and starts hugging him, saying, so cute. This is where, well, someone else also runs up to Levy and kind of grabs him away from the whale and says, this is so adorable. He's actually adorable. This is where Levy says, huh? I'm not adorable. Help me, Asta. I mean, Garou. This is where Asta says, yeah, wait, after I stop having a headache. This is where, well, they kind of wonder what the hell Levy is. This is where he looks like a black ball with white hair, similar to Asta's hair. This is where, well, they kind of look at him and then look at Asta and then look back at him and say, is this some kind of like guardian that you have? This is when Asta says, no, he's my adopted brother. What the hell do you want? They say, your adopted brother? So does that mean he's like your little brother? Then, wait, They are both thinking. It's mostly Junko and, well, mostly the blonde-haired girl with the 5-leaf grandma was named Junko. And of course, Noelle are kind of thinking. They're saying, he looks so adorable and squishy. This is where Libby actually managed to jump away from Junko's hand before squishing him. And this is where he's running straight towards Garou and says, help! Help me! They're scary. Please. This is where, Noelle says, what was that for? Why would you kind of try to squish him? This is where Junko says, oh no, he looks squishy enough. This is where, Asta grabs Libby and says, whatever, just be back on my shoulder. He says, phew. Well, I will be here. This is where, Belle says, what a pathetic weakling you are. I don't even sense a bit of mana. This is where Libby says, you might not be able to sense mana, but I'm able to do this. This is where one of the swords appear from the grimoire, and that was the demon dweller. This is where, he then spins it with anti-magic and throws it straight to Belle. This is where Yuno tries to block it with a wind barrier, but of course the sword just ripped through it and almost cuts, Yuno. Belle says, what the hell is that? What is wrong with you? Libby says, I am the user of anti-magic. And yes, I can give my my users anti-magic. He. Suck it, you fucking whore. This is where she says, what the hell did you call me? Again, I call you whore because you're just over there nagging as someone that doesn't even like you. Surely you will never be able to achieve perfection when you just nag and nag and nag. This is where, she is getting angry and says, what the hell did you just call me? She appears right now floating towards, Libby. And Libby kind of just starts also flying also with his kind of wings and says, like I said, you heard me. You keep being so damn annoying to your user. I wouldn't be surprised if he found someone else better than you. Maybe some kind of fire spirit, water spirit, or earth spirit. Who gives a shit? You're too damn naggy anyway. This is where, the wind spirit named Belle, she gets angry and kind of like puts her face right in front of Libby's, and Libby says, grr. This is where, both of them are getting angry and pushing each other and kind of just arguing with each other. This is where, Yuno says, that's interesting. This is where, the demon dweller actually appears. That kind of just ripped through him, but was still in the air, actually appears behind Yuno. And before Yuno can even react, Asta grabs it, puts it back into the anti-magic, book, and says, you have very slow reaction time. This is where, Yuno says, well, I'll probably have better reaction time if you didn't erase the mana here. Meh. That seems like a problem for you. Not a problem for me. Besides, I'll get stronger. Stronger in physical, power, and speed, and other things, and genius, while you're just gonna be staying weak. Until you find another magic region that I can destroy. Key. This is where, Yuno says, don't you dare, you fuck. This is where Mariana says, okay, he did destroy the magic region up here, but there is a magic region down there. Now, the magic down there will be more denser than, up here. So, we'll all have to go down there. As to what, she then looks at us and says, and you're not going with us. What? Why? Because, look what you did to the whole fucking place. It looks like a place that needs mana now. This is what Asta says. You can use your own mana. I tried that. In one place and it didn't want to work. Could be a you problem. I don't know. This place looks like a fun place to be at. No mana, no nothing. Kiki. This is where all of them kind of looks at him insanely, just like, is this fucker insane or something? But yeah. But of course, this is where, we go into, the kind of like, sort of, what's it called? We go into the magic exams where the royal magic exams. Of course, this is where Yuno is in it, and Asta is, nowhere to be found. Yes, Asta didn't join, because Asta just seems to care less. This is where, Ayami says that he would be a good idea to get rid of, like, royal magic. Just to piss them off. Can he make it temporary? This is where, that's what they spent for a whole week. To kind of train in Asta's anti-magic. Of course, Noelle has been holding onto Libby for a while, and even putting what's it called, just small things because she kind of likes Libby way too much and how he's small and yeah. So yeah, that's how Libby looks like in the small form, but yeah. While Libby is looking like that, Libby accidentally also did something to Nero, the bird. She was right now kind of like trying to sit on Asta, but of course Libby didn't let that one time go. So of course this is where Libby kind of accidentally touched Nero, but also kind of changing her into, well, her human form. Getting rid of her bird form by kind of adding anti-magic, destroying the kind of forbidden kind of spell that was on her. This is where, well, she was confused, and this is where both Asta and Will also didn't seem surprised. He didn't really care about it. This is where Noelle says, what? You're Nero? This is where Libby says, huh? This is where, well, he says, I thought you were just a stupid bird. This is where, well, Nero says, what? Wait, how did you? This is where she grabs Libby, and Libby says, help, Garou, help me. This is where Garou says, fine. This is where, well, Nero says, wait, I'm not here to actually hurt him. I'm just kind of confused. Why would a devil be able to help me get rid of that forbidden spell? This is where, well, Libby says, I only tried to hit you. This is where she's narrow her eyes, and there's where Libby says, I tried to help you. This is where, well, she says, whatever. This is where Libby says, besides, it's not my fault that, well, you were a bird trying to land on my brother. Me. That's where, well, she narrows her eyes and says, okay. But look here, you small fry. I might have been small as a bird, but you were also smaller than me. So I guess I can now hurt you for trying to hurt me. That's where Libby says, oh, no, you don't. That's where, well, she grabbed Nero's hand, but of course in his devil transformation. He's now kind of similar size to Asta, but mostly in the same original canon. But he's, instead of being 5'1", like the same height as Asta, he's actually 5'3". But yeah, he's a little bit taller than, well, original canon. This is where, well, he kind of holds onto Nero's hand and says, not going to happen. This is where, well, Asta says, oh, finally you learn how to do that. Yeah, now screw you. It would have been much helpful if we could have learned this a while ago. Yeah, not going to happen. But yeah. Of course, where, well, Nero on her eyes, and this is an actual devil. This is where she tries to do a silly magic, but this is where Asta appears, grabbing her and kind of just tossing her away because, well, first of all, not going to happen. Not stealing my brother away. Yeet. But yeah. This is where, well, Libby does go back into his normal transformation, mostly the little one, and of course just be on Asta's, like, well, shoulder. Of course, Noelle does see all of this, but she didn't care. She still kind of hold on to Libby like if he was kind of a toy, but yeah. Of course, one of the Blue Rose Magic Knights did always kind of visit the Black Bulls. Of course, Fernando tries to ask her out, but she was being very manipulated, and did kind of make him become depressed a little bit every time he was kind of near her. This girl is named Junko. This is where, well, she wanted to kind of just play with Libby, the little demon kid or whatever. Mostly, she just liked him way too much. This is where, well, Asta did always bump into her, and this is where she always did ask where Libby was at. Asta says that she's most, well, not she, that he's mostly with always Noelle. Noelle has always been with him. But yeah, why? This is where, well, Junko says, oh, okay, where's Noelle? Room. Don't know. Go fucking find the fucking person that keeps switching the rooms, but whatever. That's where Asta gets up and starts walking. Well, not gets up. He was already up and all that, but he's walking away from Junko. Junko says, wait, can I ask you something? Do you think I will be able also to have a devil in my book? She kind of pulls out her 5-leaf clover. That's where, well, Asta says, probably. You just gotta talk to it. Talk to it or even listen to its problems or something. I don't know. I listened to mine. He was kind of annoying a little bit, but yeah. The only thing that the devil that I have, it hates other devils. So yeah, it doesn't hate humans that much. Don't know what hatred you have with it's devil, but it probably hates some things that you hate. Don't know. That's where Asta, he starts walking away, but yeah. Well, this is where she does get the confidence of talking to her devil. But we go into a flashback of when the Royal Magic Nights is happening. This is where, well, not flashback, a time skip. But we go back into, well, the what's called the Royal Magic Nights. This is where, well, everyone is there except for Asta. Asta is not there, nowhere to be seen. This is where Asta appears out of a portal thanks to Finro and, well, Yami. This is where Levy is still on his shoulder, and Levy says, "Why do I have to go?" "Because you have to." "Now shut up. Now let's erase some of these pricks of magic away." This is where Levy says, "Sure, he. This is where, well, I am going to leave it off here for part 5 of this What If. But yeah, have a nice day, potato night, potato seat, potato, and good night. Bye-bye.